guys, it's Marvel Master here, and today I am bringing a complete Act 6 Chapter 1 guide. I will be showing all the paths that I took, and the teams I believe, if I can remember, that I brought in to tackle that path and the boss. So let's get into it. So, first quest, this I do believe was my team. None of them were ranked as highly as they were. I think the only rank 5 I had was CGR. I don't remember though. But the path I took was, just started with this Agent Venom, easy apocalypse fight, and then I used red mags and brute forced my way through everything else. Now this super easy for red mags because every defender is metal except Gambit, but I just used Hulkbuster for it. Really easy fight, and then we got Sabretooth, and we just kind of used a mix of everybody. But that's kind of the quick overview. Not getting more into depth. The global node is no retreat, so if you dash back twice within 1.2 seconds, you will be given a passive degen that will deal 200% in the defender's attack, and that's not the greatest. You don't want to be losing health in Act 6, but I do believe that this is the easiest path. Really, I believe you can do it with basically anybody. Red mags and Agent Venom, Red Skull and Agent Venom are the only more difficult defenders because of Agent Venom's shrug-off ability, and Red Skull has the aspect of death and tyranny node, which can be a little annoying. I don't think anybody else really was that annoying. If everything was really annoying. I mean, if for some reason Gambit's not throwing his specials or something, I could see him regenerating quite a bit of health, but I mean, that's basically it. For the Sabretooth fight, I really don't think it was that bad. I just gotta be careful of the Oscillate node. That's really the worst node on him. You just gotta be aware that he's gonna be a lot more aggressive when he has the Fury, and a lot more defensive when he has the armor up. And yeah, that will be 6.1.1 done. Into Act 1, Chapter Quest 2. This was my team. They were all rank 4s except for CGR, and this path that I took was the mutant path. So right here, and the fights weren't that bad. The only really bad fight was this Iceman, because debuffs last longer. That's the node on him. I think mags might have been a little annoying as well. Oh wait, no, I had Cap Infinity War somewhere on my team now that I think about it. I think I might have had him instead of Stealth Spidey, but that's the path that I took. I thought it was the easiest path. And then over to Boss Iron, you have this, I guess I would say, budget 6.1.6 Sentinel. He's not that bad if you got a biohazard champion you can use, and someone that's not gonna block attacks that much, because block proficiency will go down very quickly. And then this is the hardest boss, 6.1, I believe, just due to the EMP modification. And Spite really, and his evading, which is really, really annoying. I spent way too many units on this boss because of his stupid evades and him not wanting to throw special attacks. But other than that, that's the breakdown. That's the quick look at it, guy. Going deeper, the node coming from Iceman on this path is aggression regeneration. Really not that bad if you have the defenders. I mean, mags I could see being a really big pain in the butt if you don't have someone that'll counter is unstoppable if he charges a heavy. And you just gotta really look out on this Iceman. Gotta have like a frostbite immune champion. Like Warlock would be great for this. Ghost, obviously. But, oh, I forgot to do, I forgot to, never mind. Right, so, each got their own little node. I don't think anyone was too annoying besides, yeah, no, why would you put bloodletting? Never mind, I know why. Alright, but no one was really annoying. I mean, Bishop now with his buff could be annoying if you bait the SP1 because it'll apply incinerates on you. But you know, Mag's Spite, that was really annoying. But I just used Cap Infinity War. I remember now. Yeah, no, I took Spider-Man off the team. And then Iceman, like I said, you just gotta be careful with the frostbite. Then over here, you just wanna really bring in someone that works with biohazard. That's really the biggest node on this. It really annoys you. And then obviously the best counter to this boss is red mags. I would say Dr. Doom would be very good as well due to the EMP modification. And Spite really doesn't matter to him, but EMP mod is really the biggest thing. This boss, and the global node is special delivery and combo party. So special delivery, you just gotta throw a special within 15 hits, or you'll be degenning. And then combo party, just every 10 hits in your combo meter, you get a cruelty buff. And if you get struck, you take 40% of the defender's attack for each cruelty buff, which can be very bad. But I do believe that this is the worst boss in 6.1. But if you can get through him, I think you're clean. You're on your way. You're good. Now on to 6.1.3. This is the easiest quest in chapter 1. I believe this was my team. Not much changed. Just swapped out Omega Red for Hulkbuster and what was supposed to be Cap Infinity War for Stealth Spidey. Now this is really the easiest quest in the whole act. The boss isn't that hard. The path is pretty easy if you know how to fight a thing. So the easiest path I found was just basic, no nodes. Just go right through it. Go up and take a left onto Deadpool, Agent Venom, Crossbones, Kingpin, all the way down to Thing, and then you're at Ghost. I thought it was super easy, no nodes, nothing to really worry about unless, except Agent Venom and Crossbones. Just gotta be careful about them. But I had Apocalypse, so they couldn't shrug my debuffs. But really thought it was an easy quest. Nothing too hard. Boss isn't too hard. She just got Limb Breacher, Strike, Aggression, Cruelty, God Slayer, Enhanced Crit Rate, which is useless. Any critical rate is absolutely useless for Ghost. But you just gotta be careful about Limber. That's really the only thing. Yeah, nothing else is that bad. The global node is long distance relationship, and it's not really that bad. If you gotta back off at times, you gotta back off at times, but other than that, there's no problems with it at all. Not much really to go over in this one. Other than it could have the longest, I think it was the longest path in X6. I'm pretty sure, I think it's on BuckyBruh's channel. If I find the video, I'll leave it a link in the description. But the longest path, you just take a left, all the way around, and you go up. And then, I don't remember which way you go. I think you take Psylocke, go up Cyclops, same Red Mag, down and then through here. I don't remember it. I'll find the video somewhere, and I'll leave it in the description. But really, I mean, the other easiest path, I mean, it's got some links and nodes, but it's just a six-jump path. Yeah, there's Nightcrawler, Spry, Ghast, Stun Immune, Christian Fury, Red Regeneration. I think that's the link node going out to everyone. I don't think you want to go this path for completion. Could be a pain in the butt. I mean, Nightcrawler and Korg. And Nightcrawler Stun Immune, it's just a no-go. Alright, let's move on to Quest 4. Now, Quest number 4, Chapter 1, you have a Loki boss. I believe this is my team. I don't remember, like, any of the teams, so I hope I'm right about all these teams. And I'm showing you guys that, waiting for the game to load. Here we go. So this quest, I don't think was that hard. There were a lot of paths you could do that are just completely unnoted. Nothing's all that bad about them. I just found that the easiest path is here. And really, there's nothing too hard. Phoenix just a tad annoying with your regen at the end of the fight. Other than that, nothing absolutely terrible. The global node is close encounters, so you want to stay close to the opponent or else you start to degen. And yeah, that's really, there's nothing very hard about that path. And then you just get to go straight to the boss right here. Loki, and he has Force of Will, Buff Duration, Dulled, Limber, and Enhanced SP1. Really, you just want to kind of take it a little slow, since crit rate is going to be reduced if you have buffs or debuffs from the opponent. But really, super simple fight. I mean, nothing bad. There's nothing really all that hard. I don't think I actually looked at any noted paths once I got into this quest. I never even looked at what these are. I think this is you want to do this path at last. I think, I don't know. Other than that, really, the quest is super simple for completion. Just super simple path here. I mean, this path up here is really easy too. I just didn't want to go through a Kingpin, Sentinel, and a King Groot with rank 4s into rank 2 Doom. Yeah, but other than that, really, super simple quest. Now let's get on to a tougher quest, which is 5 with a Crossbones boss. I believe this was my team. Got APOC, Doom, CGR, Stealthy, and Omega Red. And the path I took was a little annoying, more on the annoying side. Just all the way, every champion left, straight down, Bane, and I wanted to get rid of that node, because it was not a node I liked on this Crossbones boss. And the other one is just Force Will with this Mephisto, which didn't really matter, I didn't think. Really, Bane was the biggest problem. But now on to the quest. So the champion, the global in this node is Power Struggle. And they all got their own nodes this time. There's no there's no path that is completely unnoted in this quest. Iron Man Infinity Spear Iron Man, not that bad. Aspect of Nightmares is the only thing you gotta watch out for. I mean, if you get clipped by a special, those armor breaks are gonna be more effective. Falcon, he's stun immune, there's masochism. Really, it's the only big problem. Here, just enhanced bleeds, you gotta watch out. Venom. Watch out, he's gonna be extremely aggressive, even though there's no node that is making him aggressive. For some reason, if he has this node on him, I feel like he's a lot more aggressive than a normal Venom. And you also gotta watch out for those bleeds. They will maul you. She-Hulk, just increased stun, vigor. Really the only thing you gotta watch out for. Old Man Logan, stun immune, bloodletting, graphic precision. Really, none of those fights really all that hard. I could see Falcon being stun immune and having masochism could be pretty annoying. But now on to the fight I struggled with at first. Winter Soldier. Now, he has Buffet, and he has 15% regen for every buff I activate. He has True Strike and Enhanced Furies. 15% is a lot of health for rank 4s. Now, Stealthy was not originally on the team. I don't remember who was, but I swapped him in to take out this guy. He was the only opponent I used Stealthy for. He worked great for it. Really, you just want someone with big damage to get through this fight, or just have like a heal block, heal reversal, something to counter that Buffet. That's the only thing that's annoying about this fight. Something that can counter Buffet, whether that be damage, heal block, stuff like that. Onto the boss. This is I think the boss that roadblocks a lot more people than the final boss of this chapter, which would be Sentinel. Really, the biggest reason he's big bad, he has poison, draining 100% health, so you need a poison immune, and he has Arc Overload, which will regen 25% of his max health. He also has a chance to stun you, but do not be scared of the Arc Overload. Don't be scared of it. It's not that bad, because I nearly soloed the guy with my Omega Red as a horseman. He did not regen 25% of his health. It was more like 2.5. I didn't have any debuffs on him or anything. Wasn't hitting him, wasn't doing anything. There was a time where I was just trying to bait a special. He took the full aggression regen and regened like 3% health. It's not that bad. But that's really, the poison is really the biggest problem with this guy. If you got a poison immune, you're fine. You'll be good. I mean, Warlock would be really good for this fight, because his heal block is passive. I mean, any robot would be really good for this. though Ghost can be used for like everything in this game. I know there's really any poison immune and you're good. And now on to the last quest of Act 6, Chapter 1, and that quest has a boss of... Now Sentinel, I used a team that I actually remembered because I had a video that I could go back to and look at. This was my team, nothing all that special. I say that, and yet there's a Dr. Doom, CGR, and a Red Mags all on the same team. Now, looking at the path that I took, went up and then took a left here at Wolverine X23. No, not really any truly difficult defenders. And you got Sentinel. And into depth. The global node is Hurt Locker. And first problem here, Havoc. Thankfully, there's no nodes on it, so there's nothing else you gotta worry about other than Hurt Locker. So if you got like Warlock, Hulkbuster, anybody that has permanent armor up buff, you're good. Get through that fight. You got a Heimdall, remember to be SB1. And now you're onto the path. Yeah, Arc Overload and Vigorous Assault. And the Arc Overload and Vigorous Assault will be on every champ through this path. I do believe this is the easiest path. Looking at the defenders and the nodes. And I mean, they're just looking all around the map. Oh boy, there's some annoying defenders. Yeah, definitely the easiest path, I think. And, you know, there's Vigorous Assaults on every single champ. See here, I think it's Limber with that, Wolverine could be a little annoying. Groot has Mistake Ward, so your Nullifiers are gonna have an 80% chance to fail. What is that? What is that? It says Nullify, and not like Stagger or something like that. And Superior Trash Can here has a Bane 2, so you're gonna deal 1% health. And if you get hit, and then the last 10 seconds, and then you'll transfer to the opponent. So just make sure you don't get hit. There's a downloadable on Angela, and really not a big deal. Now on to Sentinel. Sentinel, he has a node for every class that will reduce their effectiveness in the fight. Mutants, special attacks are going to deal 25% less damage. Critical hits are from skill champs are going to deal 25% less damage because Sentinel has 25% increased critical resistance. Science, your debuffs are going to last 50% less. Power locks are going to be basically pretty much ineffective because they're going to be 50% less duration time, and your Sentinel is just going to get 50% power each time the power lock expires. And then tech, your power drain abilities are going to be 30% less effective. Notice how there isn't a cosmic one. That's because Sentinel has a disadvantage to cosmic because he is tech. Now, Sentinel is also stun immune, and there's Plague Mine and Fisticuffs 3. So you can place debuffs or gain buffs for the first 30 seconds of the fight. And you can use like CGR is really good for that first 30%. For that first 30 seconds of that fight, because he can freely dex. And then, I mean, Sentinel is metal, and Mags is a god against metal champions. Really, and you gotta remember that there's Hurt Locker, so you can't do the same special twice. Or if you do, you gotta make sure you can land a heavy in like 5 seconds. Really, this boss wasn't too bad. It was just, oh, sorry about that. Getting to him, that was the problem. Really, I mean, my roster was a little more stacked than the average roster by the time I got to this boss, so it was a bit of a breeze, but still kind of annoying at times. But really, I do think you could do this with basically anybody. You just gotta be careful about Hurt Locker. Know that your power is gonna be drained every 20 seconds. And he's stun immune. That's the biggest thing you have to remember. Stun immune, stun immune, stun immune. That's all for this Act 6.1 guide. I hope it helped in some way. If you're going through it, just take your time. Don't have to rush anything. So what if Kaz get OP Cavalier event quest rewards and access to amazing offers? Don't rush it. Don't rush. I did. I spent way too many units. So I hope it helped you in some way. That's all I gotta say. I will be coming out with a chapter 2 guide probably next week. Videos are going to be a little bit more scarce than they already are, because now I have school to worry about. But that was all. Hope you enjoyed. Hope it helped. Peace.